I'm back with another video. If it's your first time here, go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you never miss any of my uploads. My name is Ashley. If you are new, if you're returning, welcome back. So we're just going to jump right into this, okay? We're going to be discussing the real Blac Chyna on the Zeus network, and this is episode 3. Okay, so this episode starts out with a follow-up from the park where Treasure and Tokyo were getting into it. So this is 2 Libras. Now, the Zodiac signs are going to be very important in this commentary, and I'll tell you why. Like, the Libra, we're going to break it down, because I do feel like the Libra is misunderstood a lot of times, and I feel like as a Gemini, I can relate to the Libra a lot, and I can understand why they act the way they do. And so I definitely want to break that down for you guys if you're not familiar with Libras or you don't know any Libras. Treasure and Tokyo are still in the park. They getting loud, rah-rah, like they going at each other's throats at this point, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how Treasure has not put her hands on this woman. The thing about Libras is this. The Libra is very territorial. They are very protective, and I think they get caught out there a lot because the way that they treat people is not always what they get in return. The Libra is one of the nicest zodiac signs that I know. However, if they don't like you, they don't like you, and that's just that. Like, it's really hard to convince them to like people that they don't like. If they feel threatened by you, they don't like you. If you don't have anything to offer, anything positive, if you're not, they like attractive looking things. I'm sorry. They like attractive looking people. They like beautiful things. They're very artistic, creative, hardworking, determined, persevere like no other. So we'll get back into that a little bit later. But Treasure and Tokyo are both Libra, so they are going head to head. Neither one of them is ready to back down, but Treasure does take the high road by apologizing to Tokyo. And keep in mind, Libra females and Libra males are very different, and you know, this is just my observation of it, dealing with a Libra. Actually, I'm dealing with a Libra Scorpio, but I feel like he has more Libra traits than Scorpio. But yeah, so Treasure does take the high road and apologizes to Tokyo, and I'm just like, good job, Treasure, because Tokyo was never going to back down to you. I mean, eventually, but I think that it would have turned physical if you hadn't have taken the high road, girl. So kudos to you. Again, I do like Treasure. She seems really cool to me. I don't feel like she's fake. Sometimes if I have any Libra subscribers, don't get mad, but like I said, I can relate to you guys a lot because I get this too. I'm often misunderstood. I'm often told that I act fake and things of that nature, but really, Libras can adapt to a lot of different situations, but when they reach their breaking point, they're done. They snap out. A lot of times you don't even know that they've been piling on things that you've done to them, and they don't speak about it to you. Now, they will keep it, contained until basically they want to let that fire out, and at that point there's nothing you can do. So moving on from that scene, Tokyo and Treasure, they hug it out. It was cute. I hope it lasts. I hope it wasn't fake. Like, with Libras, especially from what I'm seeing with Libra females, some examples would be Cardi B. If you follow Glamazante on YouTube, Instagram, some other Libras would, be, let me see. Who else is a Libra? Oh, Queen Naija. Like, they are peacemakers ultimately. They don't really want to have to fuck nobody up, but I do feel like if you push them to the limits, they probably would. That's just me. But a lot of times they don't want to take it there. They just want you to respect them and treat them fairly. They are big on fairness. So any chance that, if you notice, Tokyo said, anybody that's trying to stop Chyna from being near me, close to me, I'm gonna dead it, basically. Like, even though I don't feel like that's what Treasure is doing, but again, it's only episode 3, so we definitely got to stay tuned to see what's to follow, what unravels. So in the next scene, I'm just going to refer to my phone because I watched it like an hour ago, so I want to make sure I catch everything. So, oh yeah, so Ashton and Treasure meet up with Chyna. And at this point, we kind of find out what it is that Chyna's trying to promote, because with any TV show, the celebrity is trying to promote something. So Chyna's promoting her lash cosmetics. She keeps it very real with us. She says, listen, I need some money, so I'm about to run this 50% off sale. And keep in mind, Chyna is a Taurus, so we'll definitely unlock that in a little bit. And there's something else also at the end, but you got to stay tuned all the way to the end of the video. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, by the way, and let's continue with the commentary. They meet up with Chyna to go over what happened at the park. Treasure keeps it a buck with Chyna. She tells her, look, your mom was pissing me off. You know how she is. You know how she can be. And at first I thought Chyna was going to be mad with Treasure, but she wasn't. She was like, that's typical Tokyo. I really feel like Chyna is getting to her wits end with her mom. I feel like she's trying to give her every opportunity to be a good mom and to redeem herself, but she's getting close to the end of the rope, and it's like, Tokyo, you better get yourself together, sis, and quick, because once the Taurus cuts you off, you're cut off. So I feel like this episode went kind of quick, except for the scene where Tokyo and Chyna was at dinner.
That's my daughter. I love her. You know, but she ran all these yes people out here in LA. They're not gonna tell her what's good. I was Ashton all the time. Strong. I'm still strong, but I don't mind.
Okay, so this is where we get to, and this video might be kind of fast tonight, you guys. This is where we get to the scene where Chyna and Tokyo meet up at a restaurant to discuss their differences and try to come to a common ground. Now, if you'll notice, Tokyo walks up and she's very open and she tries to reach out, hey, Shy. And Chyna's whole demeanor, her whole face is like, you know, like, what's up? How you doing? Like, it doesn't seem like she's happy to see Tokyo. And again, she's not gonna fake the funk. Like, Taurus, they don't fake the funk. Now, manipulative, yes, they can be, but they don't fake the funk from what I could tell. So Tokyo sits down. It's awkward. Neither one of them wants to say anything. Now, keep in mind, Tauruses are very, very, extremely stubborn. So there's that. But during this conversation, Tokyo does unpack a lot. And I was like, okay, I see what you're saying, Tokyo. I think ultimately she just wants to be close to her daughter. I also get the vibes that Tokyo is embarrassed of what she's made of her life compared to what Chyna has made of her life. I feel like Tokyo has a lot of excuses and wants a lot of credit for something that she may or may not have even done as far as raising Chyna. Now, with that, I think this is her breaking point. This is where she starts to break down and cry and get very emotional. But again, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I do feel like some of that was crocodile tears. Some of that I feel like there is a motive with Tokyo. Something else about Libras, a lot of times with them, they do have an end goal that they need to get to with a person, place, or thing, whatever it might be. But usually they don't just keep people around for no apparent reason. Like, there's a reason for every single person that they have in their life. And there's a reason why they get close to certain individuals. Now, I'm not going to say that Libras are opportunists, but they make the best of what they have. They make the best of situations, and they make situations work for them. So however you want to interpret that. Now, I do feel like Tokyo is a more unbalanced Libra. Her scales are way off. Like, I really don't know if there's something medically going on there. Like, not even trying to be funny. Like, y'all know I have mental health issues. So, not trying to be funny, but I'm not sure exactly what is wrong with Tokyo. Like, again, she's very territorial. And Chyna's not going to kiss your butt. Like, she's just not. Especially, the thing about a Taurus is that when they feel like they have something to offer you, or they can show you something but you're not receptive to it and you're like trying to butt heads with them, they don't like that. They're leaders. They like, and Libras are leaders as well, but this is just not going to be a good relationship. They're going to probably always bump heads if Tokyo, out of the two of them, doesn't chill, because China's gonna flip out. Like, it's only so much you can push a Taurus. So it's like both of them have these signs where it's like if you push them, they will fire off on you. So China keeps like a stone cold face the entire time. I'm like, wow. Like, I kind of almost felt like, China, if you really didn't care what Tokyo had to say, why even go to the dinner? But again, you know what? I feel like China's like, you know, my BS radar is about here with you. And I do feel like some of the things that Tokyo was saying were very real. But again, it's hard to tell with Libras. Like, sometimes it does seem like they have ulterior motives. Like, they're very calculated, but they try to act very innocent about it. Same thing with Geminis. Okay, same thing sometimes. But like I said, I can understand you guys, but I'm just pointing out like some of the toxic traits that you might be putting off or putting out into the universe. It might not be the best thing that you want to do. Like, especially dealing with a Taurus. Like, I hate to keep bringing Zodiacs into it, but these are very important things to take note of with these two in their relationship. So China, you know, oh yeah. Tokyo starts to like say things like, I get the feeling that Tokyo is jealous in a sense that China has taken, like I said the last time, her past and turned it into like power and like a multi-million-dollar brand. I feel like China even said, look, we both have the same 24 hours. You know, I grew up this way, you grew up this way. It's not much different about us except for I decided to take it here, you decided to take it there. I felt like she slick said it, but if you didn't catch it, then you wouldn't have caught it. But I caught it because that's what I said to y'all. I said that last time. I said, you know what? Yeah, we all go through hard times, but it's what you take out of those hard times and what you make of it. Like, if you keep drowning yourself in all these excuses, you got to stop that, because don't nobody care about that. They want to know, are you making money? That's all people really care about. So, I mean, I don't know what Tokyo has going on. I see that she mentioned that she has a book coming out a couple times, and I was like, oh, okay, but I don't know what her finances look like. Obviously, she may or may not be in a better position than me, but it's just, sis, boss up. Like, that's all I have to say about it. Just boss up. So China takes a step back and goes to the restroom. She excuses herself. She's basically like, look, I feel like this is all a crock of BS that Tony is feeding me right now. And nobody knows Tony like China, and nobody knows China like Tony. So at the end of the day, I do feel like there is something that needs to be said again that neither one of them really want to say on TV, but they know. I feel like there are a lot of secrets there. So it's only been so much that we're going to get out of this, but you know. So in the next scene, let me see. Another thing with the whole Libra thing, if you don't match their energy, they have a problem with that. If they're being nice to you and you're not being so nice to them, they immediately, like, they don't waste no time. They give it right back to you. They mirror you. So the energy that China was giving off at the dinner table, even though she kept her guard up because she feels she has to protect herself, and I totally understand that. But Tokyo is looking at it like, I'm your mother. I'm the person that gave you life. Like, why would you feel like you need to protect yourself against me, but you got these other people in your life? That's how Libras think. Like, you got these other people around you that don't have your best interest at heart. Even though I don't know what Ashton or Treasure has done to sabotage or whatever with China, but I feel like low-key it's an entitlement thing. Like, Tokyo feels like they should have stepped up and came and mediated the situation between China and Tokyo. Like, I'm telling y'all, I really feel like it's like that. That's just not their place to do that, especially in an uncomfortable situation. And now, if it got to, like, I feel like they're doing that the best that they can to try to basically kiss Tokyo's ass. Like, if you haven't noticed, Tokyo wants respect from everybody. Like, sometimes you just gotta keep it cordial with people. You may not care for Treasure, Treasure may not care for you, but as long as the two of y'all are respecting each other for Chyna, that's all that should really matter. Like, you don't have to, these people don't have to kiss your ass. They don't owe you anything, Tokyo, and you be acting kind of crazy. Another thing that I noticed, like, I feel like I already mentioned that. Like I said, if you try to resolve the situation with love, I do feel like Tokyo is going to be receptive to that. It may work out. I'm not sure. You know, Chyna tells Tokyo, look, Ma, these people work for me. So whether or not they don't like my attitude, whether or not they feel like I'm mean to them, at the end of the day, they are earning a paycheck from me. And I think that's where things always get blurred lines, is when you have a friendship and a business. Excuse me, I don't like to mix those two things, because somebody always ends up getting confused about what role they're supposed to be playing, or the minute the boss starts to let up, then the employee feels like they can kind of ice skate a little bit. I've been in those situations before, and where I try to keep it like, look, respectfully, we're not friends, but when someone wants to be your friend and you tell them, like, look, at the end of the day, I know you're in charge of me, so I'm not going to take it there. You know, sometimes people get offended by that. And, you know, I almost feel like Tokyo is trying to create this narrative that Chyna's this big celebrity and she's so mean to everybody and she doesn't give back and this, that, and the third, which I really can't see it. One thing I can say about a Taurus, you know, sometimes they may be frugal, but they also do spend. They tend to be very good with money. And if you are someone that they truly care about, they will give to you. They will. So I don't know that I believe Tokyo on that. Now, if you're not giving Chyna the respect that she deserves as a human being, then no, she's not probably going to give anything to you. You know what I mean? Something that we don't know about y'all's past, and Chyna's trying to resolve it. That's the thing about Tauruses. They'll try to resolve the issue and get down to the bottom of it. They're usually very patient, but again, if you're trying to shoot them some BS or disrespect them in any type of way, the bull is coming out. It's coming out. Now, a Taurus will also push you. They'll test you because they want to make sure you're not in this for the wrong reasons, and that you don't end up being the hand. Well, how does the saying go? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. They don't want that type of situation. Put it like that. So at the end of the episode, Chyna and her mom decide to go their separate ways. Like, they end up getting into it again, but it wasn't on the scale that it was at her house. It was much more chill, which I was like, thank God, because please don't be up in here making a scene. They made a little scene, but it wasn't too bad. So that is basically how this show went this time, this episode. I don't know. I really don't know, you guys. I really want these two to be able to rectify this. It's really sad. Like, and I know I always tell y'all that, but this really does happen a lot in a lot of different communities. But this whole mom-daughter toxic relationship thing really bothers me, because, again, like, a mother's love is like, it's sad when you don't know why somebody is treating you a certain way and people are creating these problems in their own head and basically making you feel like you're doing something wrong when you know you're not. And I do, again, I'm still Team Chyna. Always been Team Chyna, even when she was putting out that bleach cream. I don't care. I used bleach cream before. I got acne scars. What's good? It is what it is. She's just a mom out here trying to hustle, trying to get her money. I am tripping. I was legit about to wipe off my makeup, and then I said, wait a minute. I forgot to mention to y'all what happened at the end of the episode with Chyna. This girl is about to sell music. I said, wait, I'm I'm like, hold on, Chyna. She, at the end of the episode, it's kind of late now. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 12:45. That's why I'm whispering. But at the end of the episode, Chyna met up with Molly Mall and is recording music. So what y'all think? Do y'all think Chyna gonna come out with some hits? I feel like she been keeping her mouth shut because maybe in the grand scheme of things, her whole plan was to make music anyway and tell her story through that. I don't know. I don't know. They say when you have a lot of followers and you have a lot of influence, the best way to make money is through music. But that's an industry, like, I swear to y'all, I don't really know if I could survive in that industry. Like, that's too much. Like, that's too much exposure. But anyways, okay, I promise y'all this time I'm done. Let me know down in the comments, y'all think Chyna's gonna be hot with the music or what? And thank you guys so much. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. I want 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I want more than 1,000 subscribers. Like, we got some stuff to talk about, and I'm not gonna talk about it until we get 1,000 subscribers. Okay? Thank you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I'm excited to see how the rest of the season unfolds. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this commentary. Leave your comments down below like you always do. Thank you for showing me love and support. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up like I said earlier, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And thank you again to my returning subscribers. I see you, sis. Yes. All right. I will see you guys next episode. Bye, guys.